This is one of the biggest exercises in democracy in the world. Every 5 years, the EU elects a parliament. More than 400 million people in 28 member states are eligible to vote on representatives, whose job includes approving laws and passing a budget. There are some big issues this cycle. It varies a bit depending on where you live. Sweden is not Bulgaria. But broadly speaking, it's immigration, the economy, and climate change. These are hot-button issues, and they've sparked mass protests across the continent. The Yellow Vest protests in France, the Friday climate change protests, at a time when Europe is facing a groundswell of populism. This year's parliamentary election is a weird one. You know how I said 28 countries are participating? One of them, the United Kingdom, isn't even supposed to be in the EU anymore. Remember the whole Brexit thing? They voted to leave 3 years ago. But because the negotiations have dragged on for so long, the United Kingdom is still technically part of the EU. And that means legally they have to participate in the European parliamentary elections, even if whoever they elect isn't likely to be in office very long. And here's the thing, even though the UK and the European Parliament haven't actually managed to agree to a divorce deal in the last 3 years, you could at least argue they've been stable negotiating partners. But that may change with this election, because there's a new crop of wannabe representatives on the ballot, and many of them are Eurosceptic. That is to say, not massively big fans of the EU. If you look at the situation here in Britain, the newly founded Brexit Party is leading polls with 34% of the vote, a party whose stated goal is an immediate and clean break with the EU. This matters because a polarized European Parliament could be a huge headache for Britain when it comes to future Brexit negotiations. There is a lot riding on this vote, so here are two key dates to watch for. The first is the evening of Sunday, May 26th. That's when the initial results from this multi-day vote are expected. Look for breakthroughs here from new parties. And the next is July 2nd. That's when these newly elected representatives will turn up for their first day of work, including the British ones, if Brexit still hasn't happened by then.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.